Ah, there he is. There's the man.
What's up?
So I noticed PDX has made a comment about
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I take offense to that. I mean, what's this becoming stuff? If I have a link, I'll be there.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
See?
Yeah, there you go. See, thank you, Emmy, for making those comments. And it's true. Matt
Mm-hmm.
is everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and yet it's not bad seeing him on. It's not bad seeing him everywhere.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, don't start with that, before we came on live, I think I scared Matt a little bit. On let me turn on this for a minute because I have to have this on for what we're going to be showing today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, unfortunately, we were supposed to have PETA on today, but she told me yesterday that she was really quite ill, so she wasn't going to be able to come on, and she's really quite tired, and she's, I guess, working a lot because they're short staff at her job, so she's been filling those hours for the people that have been sick. So
Yeah,
good on her. That's all I have to say. Good on her.
absolutely.
But the problem with that is, you work too much and you don't sleep very much, you're going to get sick, right? That's usually what happens. So,
I'm
well,
I'm, al- I'm already
y-
sick, but in a different way.
yeah, well, like what's going on? Driving 9 hours to drive somebody to an
Yeah,
airport, like
yeah.
that
And
is
I'm doing it again.
outrageous.
I'm doing it again tomorrow too.
Oh, so the person's coming back tomorrow.
Yep. 12:30
So
in the
the
morning.
so the person isn't staying for like a couple of days or so.
Long story. The short version, cheapest flight, and he's going to be there for the funeral, which is tomorrow. But he's flying out tomorrow after the funeral, and he'll be back at like 12:30 Tuesday morning.
Wow,
So just after midnight.
that's hopefully. What do you say to somebody who's going to a funeral? You can't say good luck. Have a safe flight.
I just told him that honestly, I'd be praying for him, and he'd be in
Yeah.
him and his family are in my thoughts, and if he needs to call.
Now, was this? It's always a tough question to ask. Was
Hmm?
this unexpected, or was she sick?
Yes and no. She was on the decline. They just weren't
Okay.
expecting it as rapidly as it was. I think she passed last Sunday, so a week ago,
Oh, okay.
and I think Wednesday she was okay, and then by Friday she just her speech was gone, mentality was gone. She was, requesting people who passed away 40 plus years ago. She was thinking that that's where she was. So
Okay.
so
Did she have dementia?
I'm not sure because from what he told me, him and his or her and his father kind of had the same thing going on. So they weren't sure. They're not sure what exactly it was. It was just one of those here today, gone tomorrow type deals. And I hate
Yeah.
saying it like that, but that's literally how quick it happens.
Well, my mother passed away 6 years ago, and she had dementia.
Mm,
And we had a unfortunately, I'm not going to get into the story, but unfortunately, we had me and my family had a falling out several years ago,
mm,
and I hadn't seen my mother in got I don't know how many years, but my father called me and said that your mother is really sick, and you should go visit her in the hospital because she doesn't have too much longer to live.
hmm
And I didn't know anything about this. And, even though I had the falling out with my family, I still was in contact with a few people in the family,
hmm
and namely my brother.
mm,
And I saw him probably 6 months before this, maybe 7 months before, and I asked how my parents were doing, and he said they were fine. And then I later found out that she probably a year before that, she was diagnosed with dementia.
Mm.
So my brother lied to me.
Mm.
She wasn't okay, and which is fine. It is what it is. But if you know anything about dementia, she was diagnosed with it a year before. But unfortunately, my mother took a fall down the stairs,
Mm.
and she smacked her head. Now, and I didn't realize this about dementia, but uh, if that happens and you smack your head and you bump your head hard enough, it actually speeds up the dementia,
Mm-hmm.
and it sped it up about 5 years
Oh.
for her.
Ooh.
So she was gone pretty quickly because I don't care, like, to me that has got to be one of the worst ways to go, because you forget to talk, you forget to swallow, you forget to eat, you
Yeah.
forget everything in your body is shutting down. And so but it reminds me of another story. My ex-wife had a friend, her husband, his mother was feeling quite ill, and so she was one of those people that didn't go to the doctors, didn't go to the hospital. She
Mm-hmm.
just didn't believe in it, and she thought all doctors were basically kooks,
Mm.
which is fine. It's her prerogative, but she went in because she was feeling quite ill, and Monday rolled around and she died.
See,
And she had cancer throughout her whole body, and there was nothing they could do about it. And she died like 2 days later. And,
that's why I always tell people, because one of the things I do with the paranormal consultant is I help people. I don't want to say come to terms, but kind of help with the mourning process and give them an outside thought. And one thing I always tell people is, death is just like the lottery. Every day we wake up, we're playing that lottery,
mm,
and eventually, just like the lottery, you play the same numbers every day. You'll get called.
yeah,
There's nothing you can do about it.
yeah,
Not a thing.
it's definitely an unfortunate thing. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people that have passed away with cancer, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that. And it's just, dementia is probably one of the worst ways to go, I would have to say,
Yeah.
along with drowning. And it's just a terrible, terrible thing. And hopefully, your friend is going to be okay, and hopefully, he will. Thank you, Emmy. Hopefully, everything goes smoothly and there's not any kind of ruffling or anything like that. Because you know what? Because when my mother passed away, or no, it was before my mother passed away, when my grandmother passed away a number of years ago, um, she made a will. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, my aunt got her to change the will several months before she passed away. And she wasn't in the right state of mind to be changing a will. And the family fell apart because everything went to my aunt. And it was a terrible, terrible thing. And it's unfortunate when somebody passes away, especially sometimes it's supposed to bring a family closer together, and sometimes it just pulls a family apart, unfortunately.
Well, yeah,
But
and I know exactly what you mean, because I'm not ignorant to that myself. My family was the same way on my father's side. We used to be
yeah,
very, very close, and then once both my grandparents passed, I haven't seen them. They haven't even met my daughter, and she's 7.
wow.
They didn't know up until about 3 years ago that I even had a daughter.
Well, and that's funny because with my family, they met Mason twice when he was an infant, and they didn't see him again till he was about 14.
Mm.
So it's definitely it's definitely unfortunate when somebody passes away or when families break up for stupid reasons, but that's part of life. But anyways, let's move on to something positive. Jesus, how did that start?
I don't know.
I think I asked the question about your friend.
Yeah, but the short version, he's in good spirits, minus being the opposite direction of where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I am going to put a link out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this link that I'm going to put out, you never know with Melon. You try. Melon's sometimes all over the place. So let's see if this works. That right there, folks, that is the new link for YouTube for the Global Ghost Hunt. So if you can go and hit that link. It's also in the description. Did I put it in the description below? No, I didn't. I put the Facebook page below.
Oh, okay.
But I'll add it after if I have time. I just don't have a lot of time to do anything anymore.
They can just follow the link to the Facebook, and I posted it on the Facebook page, so just go to both.
Okay.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, so I will let you know that Christina is taking care of that page. And she is an editor on that page because she is part of marketing, and she's been going crazy today with everything. And she put up a video today of a video that I have on my TikTok that did extremely well, got almost 400,000 views.
Holy crap!
And it's up on the TikTok channel as well, and TikTok is growing. The page is growing nicely, so. Everything's growing, which is great.
Absolutely.
So today, for the first time, we are also broadcasting on Global Ghost Hunt page. Mm-hmm. And we will be doing these lives on the Global Ghost Hunt page for anything when it comes to Global Ghost Hunt. So if anybody's doing a talk show that is an editor on the page, they can put it up if it's concerning Global Ghost Hunt. What the hell?
Take two.
So it's funny, and I mentioned this earlier that I scared Matt before he came on the show today, and with my voice, and
I don't know if it was more scared or impressed. I mean, I haven't heard that pitch, tone, and everything to perfection since San Diego. Like, bravo.
Stop it, Jesus.
And there it is.
Brian, why do you keep on freezing? Maybe it's at your end.
No, you're freezing. You're freezing over here too. I keep seeing your signal. Yeah, your signal on your name keeps coming.
Oh, God. It's always something with Melon.
Well, I'm here, so there has to be a technical problem.
Yeah, this is true. So hopefully, maybe can you share pages? Can you share a page? I believe you can.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Maybe I should get you to do it.
Uh-oh.
Instead of me doing it because it keeps on freezing.
Let's see here.
And we'll bring it up for it. So basically what we're going to be doing today, one of the things that we're going to be doing today is that we are actually going to be going through the new website of the Global Ghost Hunt. So people can see it, people know what to do. When they go to the page, there's a few things in there that I want to point out. There's also some things coming up that I want to point out. And if you definitely go over to the page and you sign up, which it's the moment when you hear Brian's voice in the morning. God, is that you? It's me, Mark. Oh, Raven. Raymond's always got something to say.
Well, at least locations is well represented.
Yes, and it's funny because I was just about to talk about that. Now, if you don't know and you're new to the show, and you can see his name underneath, Matt Barron. All his links are below in the description. I did that this morning. And so you can go follow him on his different social networks and TikTok and all those things, YouTube, everything. So, but I also want to mention that Matt Barron is the consultant for the Global Ghost Hunt. So he's basically going to take all the shit. Along with Laura, the administrator. So,
And I am excited if it gives you any
yeah,
type of
and then
twisted mentality.
and if that doesn't work out, then it goes to Lex, who's the director. So by the time it gets to me, it's already peaceful and quiet, and there's
Twisted.
nothing going on. It's already been taken care of.
You know,
So
by the time May comes around, you'll all just be seeing me like back here in the library somewhere in a corner.
yeah, okay. Well, I hope not.
No,
But
no.
but I also want to let people know as well. When the site first launched, we did have a little bit of a hiccup when teams were signing up. It would go to the well, I'll get into that when we show the page. So, but it is fixed. I will let people know it is fixed. It was fixed yesterday. So if you're ready to sign up your team, if you have a haunted location that you want to do for the Global Ghost Hunt, it's all ready. It's done. It's ready. Are you on the page, or
Yeah, I
have
was
you
just waiting for. I was waiting for
yeah,
the
you
green
can
light.
share it. You can share it. There we go. So let's share it. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, not boys and girls, because boys and girls aren't really allowed in there. No, I guess they can, but they have to sign a waiver.
There you go. There you go.
A liability. They have to sign a liability waiver if they're going to bring kids. So, so here we go, folks. This is the front page. This would be considered the home page of the Global Ghost Hunt. So if you go to either your phone, your tablet, or your PC or laptop, this is what you're going to see when you first come up. So as you can see, the video for the Global Ghost Hunt that everybody seems to be sharing out, which has been incredible to see it at the beginning of podcasts, people just sharing out the page, the videos, and all that's been a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I will say that I said it earlier, Christina or Angelina is doing a wonderful job, really, really representing the social platforms. She's doing an amazing job, so she's going to continue doing that. She is the team leader for when it comes to sponsorships and social media marketing, along with Christina. And there will be a volunteer that's going to be added with them as well, that has registered to be a volunteer. We've had several volunteers actually register, so that's really, really good. So, and we've had some teams register as well. So it's starting. Yes, we're whiles away from the actual May, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to blink and it's going to be there.
Absolutely.
So I do want to let people know that there are going to be limited spots. Do you want to share what that's? Should we share what the limited spots are, or we shouldn't?
We'll just say we all spoke about it, and we do have obviously a limited amount of spots just because of time and everything else, and some other behind the scenes goodies that you'd only know if you sign up. But yeah, we would, for the start of it, we decided.
Hey, Mo.
Brian decided that it's best just to kind of limit who all. How you doing, Mo?
Yeah. I
To
haven't seen Mo on my show in a while. It's been a while, Mo. Where have you been?
Well, then welcome back. But no, it is going to go very quickly, and that's the thing, and that's the goal. So I have said on my show too, if you have any intention on signing up, do it ASAP. I mean, yes, it might take a little bit for us to kind of work some kinks out, and we'll get back with everybody, of course, but definitely get your names in there now.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why we did limited spots for the first event. Because we all feel, and we're all on the same page about this. With the limited spots, that really gives us an opportunity to see if there's any kinks that we need to fix.
Yes.
And if you're going to have 500 teams that are going to be signed up, that's really going to be hard to figure out and really going to be hard to fix. So we figured if we limit the teams for the first event, that it will be easier to fix any problems that we had in the first one. I don't imagine we're going to, but you just never know what's going to pop up, right? So
yeah, better safe than sorry. And the other thing is too is it gives us an opportunity to fully do what we are saying we want to do, like the full team support and everything like that. If we have too many teams, someone has a problem, it's going to take us forever. So we wanted to limit it and not overdo it, and to give everyone a fair shot.
So as you can see on the right side, where you see investigation teams, haunted locations, and volunteers, you click onto that, and that will take you to the form that you need to fill out. Now, the reason we have haunted locations and investigation teams, the reason we have that there, which is in the middle, obviously you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a team but you want to register your haunted location, you can do that. And so it's just a matter of clicking on that, and it will take you right to the registration form if you have a haunted location. And I will let people know, and this has been talked about before, if we have a team that doesn't have a haunted location and they happen to be in your area, we'll set you both up to talk. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the responsibility of the haunted location to find a team. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we're going to be too busy to be finding teams, but we'll definitely get you in contact with somebody that if they happen to be in your area. So if we can just scroll down a little bit there, obviously there is our wonderful Skull and Earth. That is still, to me, a little bit unsettling, but everybody seems to like it. So, yeah, I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like it a lot, but it is a little bit unsettling, I think.
It's definitely unique.
Yes.
It's definitely unique, and they did an amazing job with it. I will say that.
Yeah.
Not better than what I can do.
Yeah, well, probably myself as well. Also, this just gives a little bit of verbiage on the Global Ghost Hunt. So right underneath there, obviously, welcome to the first annual Global Ghost Hunt, and it gives the dates there, and then we talk about live streaming, the Global Ghost Hunt purpose, saving these historical locations, and the Global Ghost Hunt reaction all over the globe. Now, as you can see here, this is an an RSS feed. So this is basically, you can see there it says follow the Instagram. So you click on that and it will take you right over to the Instagram page where you can follow it. Now, I will let people know Facebook's going to be added in there. Twitter's going to be added in there. And not YouTube, because YouTube's a little bit different when it comes to that. And it's a little more harder to connect the YouTube with the RSS feed. But now what's going to be great about this is everybody else that's on the administration team is going to have the opportunity to have one link up there, and so they can share their stuff as well. So if you're on the page and you see Matt, for example, you can click on it and it will take you right over to his page where he wants you to follow him, and hopefully you will follow him, because he's, let's be honest, he's a good guy. So sometimes. So if you just go down further, a little bit further here, and this is another spot where you can click on your investigation teams, haunted locations, and volunteers. So if you can go back to the top, as you can see, there are the dates there at the top. So you click on that date, and it will take you right to the registration form for that date, or for that for those 10 days. Mm-hmm. So if we can just now, I will say right underneath where it says "Dare, do you dare to join?" There is going to be a video that's going to be put in there, and if people don't know, and if you haven't seen the administration video, go over to the Facebook page and take a look at it, because you will see that Barry Fitzgerald of Ghost Hunters International is our coordinator and our spokesperson for the Global Ghost Hunt. So he's actually going to be doing a video for us, and I won't say what the video is going to be, but he's going to be doing a video for us, and it's going to go right underneath right there where Matt has the cursor. So the video should be up there probably, I would say, at the end of July, middle of August, somewhere in there. So people can go and watch that video because it's going to be a pretty cool video. Me and Barry have spoken on what we want to do with the video, and he came up with some really, really good ideas, and it's definitely a definite must watch when it goes up on there. And it will only be up there. It won't be shared on the social media platforms. So you actually have to go over to the site and watch that. So I just decided that we're just going to put it there. We're not going to put it up anywhere other than the site. I might change my mind. We'll see. So if you can go back to the top of the page and go over to the 3 lines there. And let's go to paranormal investigation teams. And I want to let everybody know that our IT team leader, Jordan, did an amazing job on this site. And it's so impressive on what he did in such a short period of time. This guy is just incredible with websites. And he will be, his company will be in the header at one point. So if you are interested in building a website, definitely go over to Jordan because he can build you something really nice in a short period of time. And he's just a great guy to work with. And just to let everybody know, he's also the one that developed Parapost network. So he does wonderful work. Obviously, you can see here in the team registration form, you're gonna register your team, and then if you do have a haunted location, it's going to be on the next page. We can't go to the next page unless we fill in the information. But I do want to let people know that now what Jordan has done, he's popped up a contract, just stating some of the rules of the global ghost hunt. And you just read through those, you check mark them, and it goes through. And then getting to the part where people have asked, is there an entrance fee? You want to talk about that, Matt? I'll let you talk about that.
Well,
I'll let you talk about
right
that.
Here. Besides right about? Here. Yeah. Besides right here. There is, and it's just $100. It's not like it's anything like huge and extravagant. But what that will actually do, it actually gives you a lot of benefits, including like that full team support, and it also helps get you access to your own we said either a video, it's kind of like a promotional video for you and your team to promote yourself for the global ghost hunt and the location, or a thumbnail, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but the biggest thing that I need, I want to get across here, we're looking at a production team, to bring a production team on, and that's going to help us provide the streaming. And unfortunately, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And so a lot of that cost is going to go towards the production company that we're bringing on, that's going to help streaming your videos to the platforms. And I tell you, like, I've spoken to a number of companies already, and it's not cheap. So all these costs go towards marketing and the production company to help support the global ghost hunt. And so that's why the charge. But if you were to break it down, like Matt said, it's not very much. If you have a team of 5, you're looking at about $10 each. Yeah. Or sorry, $20 each. Yeah. And but if you have a team of 10, you're looking at $10. Yeah. You know. But we also want people to realize that it doesn't stop there. If you have an investigation set up, you can put on an event, and that will cover your costs of what you spent with the Global Ghost Hunt if you want to sell tickets. Now, speaking of that, I just want to add a little more to that. In the contract, if you are throwing an event, and I think this is important for people to know, Very important. What do you think, Matt? I think it's very important.
100%.
Yeah. So if you're throwing an event, my thought is that if you're going to go to a location and you're planning on throwing an event and you want to do it at this location, talk to the location about what you're doing with the global ghost hunt and let them know this is going to be worldwide. It's going to be global.
Yeah. Hence the name.
And hence the name. And talk to them about that, because not only are you going to be represented, but the location is going to be represented as well. So if you can somehow strike a deal with the haunted location, they might let you come in for free. Now, with saying that though, if they do let you come in for free, what we're hoping that, well, it's going to be a requirement that if you're selling tickets, that some of that percentage of your selling of tickets is going to go towards the haunted location.
Absolutely.
Because they did let you in for free.
Yeah.
So I think it's only respectful to give some of that money to the location. That's depending how many tickets you sell as well. In the contract, it actually states what the percentage is, and it's not a high percentage. We just want some of these historical locations that are allowing you to come in for free to get some benefit out of it as well. Yes, they're getting the benefit of the recognition, but also because they're allowing you to come in for free as well. But that's what you guys need to do as paranormal investigation teams. You have to let them know that this is what's going on, this is what you're doing, and you can also let the locations know that they're going to be provided videos as well. Now, Matt and Raymond and Andrew, who's part of the team leaders for locations, will also let them know. And you know what? If it needs be, we give you a video now, we can give you another video down the road if you want to promote it in another way. This is what we're talking about when it comes to full team support for locations and for the investigation teams. So once you see that contract, you're going to read through that contract. It's at the bottom of the contract when it comes to events. And also within that contract as well, it's just agreeing that when you go there, you're going to leave it the way it was when you first arrived.
If not better.
And it's about cleaning up, and it's about respecting the location. And at the end of the day, if the location sees what we're doing for them and for the paranormal investigation teams, the word will spread about the global ghost hunt and how well we treat the locations and how well we're going to be treating the paranormal investigation teams. So, and then the word's going to go get out about the global ghost hunt, and we'll get more people joining. Because really, at the end of the day, the more the people that join, the more recognition that you're going to get. Because there's going to be people watching all over the world. And if they have friends that are going to be watching their particular live, they're going to end up watching yours as well. And I don't think people really need to think outside the box in this kind of circumstance, because yes, they're going to be seen, but you're going to be seen as well from different people around the world that don't even know you exist. And this is what the Global Ghost Hunt is about. It's about showcasing these paranormal investigation teams and the historical locations, or whatever location you're going to. So it's about everybody working together, networking together, and really showcasing what paranormal investigators do, because we're going to have probably people watching that have no idea about paranormal investigators.
Or have seen the negative side that the Hollywood spin.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to see real paranormal investigations. They're going to see what it's really like to see a live investigation. So it's about all of this, and that's really what I wanted it to be. Yes, I want the historical locations to get noticed, because let's be honest, a lot of them are being torn down.
Yes.
For whatever the reason, vandalism, they're not getting people to the location. The owners have taxes, property taxes. They have upkeep to keep the place up. There's so many variables on what these locations have to do, and if they're not getting it, they end up selling and it ends up getting torn down, or whatever happens to the location. So it's just not about the paranormal investigation teams, it's about everyone that's involved. And I'm going to get into everyone, what I mean by that. Okay, so if you can go back up to the top, Matt. So basically this is about 2 pages, and then obviously the payment page.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can go to the 3 little lines again, haunted locations. So again, if you have a haunted location and you don't have a team yet, this is where you'd fill out the information. And it does state in here in the verbiage here that we're not responsible for finding you a team, but if we happen to have one, then we will connect you both, but it's your responsibility to actually contact the team. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There's nothing complicated. It takes literally 2 minutes to fill this out. And and I know Dan Hallroyd, who's coordinator with Global Ghost Hunt. He's got several locations that are going to be signing up that don't have teams. So, and I believe they're in the Michigan area. So if you're in the Michigan area and you don't have a haunted location, then fill it out and you might be connected with a haunted location. So that's pretty straightforward. And down again at the bottom of the page, you got your investigation teams, your haunted locations, and obviously your volunteer again. That is basically on every page. So if we can go back up and go back to the 3 lines, and then obviously the volunteers page. I think it's important that we show this a little bit, just because there's a lot of people that want to volunteer. I've had a lot of people contact me. Now, the volunteer is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We actually have the list of things you can volunteer for, and just right underneath there is just a simple thing to fill out, that if you have experience in this area, the reason why you want to be in this particular category, whatever you chose. Just pretty well simple. It doesn't have to be, an essay. Mm-hmm. It can be 3 or 4 different, it can be 2 or 3 lines, and that's it. And obviously right here, Jordan put the administration video here for obvious reasons. So if you are looking to work with, paranormal investigation locations, you know who you're going to be working with, and that's why it's on that page. It made sense. I never even thought about that. Jordan put it there,
Definitely,
which I thought was brilliant.
Great call.
It was a brilliant idea. Now that video is eventually going to be changing, but that is the video. It's up there now. So if you can go up top again, hit the 3 lines and contact us. If you have any questions about anything regarding the Global Ghost Hunt, this is where your questions are going to be. The girl freaks me out a little bit, I have to be honest.
I love it.
And, yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's cool. So right now what I'm going to do again, I'm going to put up this link again. This link here that I just put up is for Global Ghost Hunt's new YouTube channel. So if you want to go over there and subscribe, that would be awesome. So obviously it's pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. Your name, your phone number, your message on what you want to ask us. If you have any questions or anything like that. Now, what you're not seeing on the site, and what's going to be added soon, is a sign-in. Now, I don't know a lot about the sign-in because Jordan won't tell me. So basically, the sign-in, as far as I know, is going to be completely interactive, which means that the team leaders are going to be able to speak to the people that sign up directly within the site. So it's going to be completely interactive, that if a volunteer or a team leader wants to reach out to a team, they can do it through the site as long as they sign up to be a member. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. And it's being worked on. You want to say something, Matt?
No, I'm intrigued myself. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, he said it's going to be completely interactive, I'm curious and I'm scared at the same time. To be honest,
something else to message us on.
yeah, exactly. I'm wondering though if it's going to be, and this is what I'm wondering, and I think this might be a really, really good idea. That if the this is what I'm thinking, and tell me if you like it or not.
Okay.
I'm actually thinking that there's actually going to be live streaming through this.
Ooh.
So the actual investigations will be able to go up on here as well. So that's what I'm thinking, and we might be able to achieve it.
That would definitely help out with one little issue we were talking about when it comes to the event.
Which is what?
This actual streaming, like the time frames, we can actually almost assign them.
Yeah, and then the people that don't have Wi-Fi and have to record, and I think this is important to talk about too. If you're going into a location that doesn't have Wi-Fi and the reception absolutely sucks, we are going to get people to do their video and then send us their video, cutting out a certain amount of time, whatever that time's going to be, send it to us, and we are going to put it everywhere during those 10 days. So you are going to be well represented as well. And that really hasn't been talked about. What are the people going to do that don't have Wi-Fi or internet or data or whatever? Well, there's your answer. We are going to get you to go home after your video, edit out whatever the time is going to be, and send it to us, and we are going to put it up during those 10 days. There will be a schedule for that, and then obviously you will be notified on when that's going to happen, and you can share out that link to everyone to see your live investigation or your recorded investigation, because we understand that there's a lot of locations that you walk into that you might get service upstairs, but you might not get service in the basement.
Yep, or even out in the middle of nowhere, like up in the mountains and other places. It happens.
Because I would love to do a spot for this for the global ghost hunt, but unfortunately, it's out in Timbuktu. There's absolutely no reception, and I would have to record and send it in to the proper people. It's going to be edited. Well, it's not really going to be edited. I think the only thing it's going to be added is your name at the beginning, unless you do it. And if you put your name at the beginning of that video, and then that video is going to go up in the scheduled time that it's going to go up. So don't worry. If you don't get Wi-Fi or data, you are going to be seen as well. So don't be afraid to sign up, because you might not get data or Wi-Fi in a location that you want to do. Don't worry about it, because it's going to be seen, and it's going to be seen globally. So I don't think that's talked enough.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people have asked me, well, what happens if I want to do a location that doesn't have Wi-Fi? Well, there's your answer.
Yep.
So, and you're giving me a sign-in. Also, there's anyone with on to McDonald's. Unfortunately, Lex is not here today, or maybe he's watching. You never know. So, and if he is watching, hi Lex. Lex will be back next week, hopefully. So, so don't worry about it. If you want to do a haunted location and it's got no Wi-Fi or data, go in there, do your video, and then send it to us, because we are going to put it up in the 10 days that this event is going on. So. Hopefully that answers that question.
And also, if I may,
sure.
Let me give some, I don't want to say advice, but let me consult some of these teams. If you're going to a location where you have never been to before, I would highly suggest going before your day of investigation for the global ghost hunt, and make sure you have Wi-Fi, you don't have Wi-Fi, you have reception, so you can plan it out. And I'm not talking like the day before. I'm saying like a month or so in advance.
Yeah.
So that way you know.
Yeah, and just to let you know as well, we never really got in everything with the registration form, but on the registration form, there is things in there that ask you if it has Wi-Fi or if you're planning to go live.
Yep.
And this is what you need to find out through the haunted. It's actually on the next page, I believe. So yeah, you can't really see it. Also, are you planning? Oh, okay, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So, but on the next page, it actually asks if the place has Wi-Fi or data, or if you're not sure. But you definitely need to find out. Now, if you go back down to the bottom again of this registration form, you will actually see here the choose file. That's for your logo, and your logo will be well represented on the thumbnail and all the videos that you're going to be getting. So you definitely want to send your thumbnail or your logo, sorry. And I believe on the next page, I don't know if it's on this page. It also might, on the next page, I believe it might have the haunted location if you have a picture of the haunted location as well. And you can put in as many pictures as you want, because then we'll choose one, and that will either go on the video and the thumbnail. So you guys are going to be really, really taken care of. Of once this is all done, once this is all filled out, once everything's approved, everything's approved, everything's good to go. Then you guys are registered and ready to go, and then you'll start receiving those things in the next couple of months. So, because the amount of teams that we're going to have, it's going to take a little bit to produce those videos for you. And, so basically this. So you're sending in your logo. You're sending in, maybe you want to send in your team headshots. That will go in the video as well if you want that in the video to introduce your team. Whatever you want in the video is what you're going to get. And there will be a template for the video, but adding the stuff, that's completely up to you. Now, I will let you know, there's something else that I wanted to talk about. If you go back to the header, it's not there, but what eventually is going in those 3 lines right there is called donations and sponsors. Sponsors is obvious. If you sponsor us, you're going to be on the website, depending on what tier you actually want from your company. Now, donations. This is the great thing, and I thought about this, and everybody thought it was a great idea on the administration team. If you donate $2, if you donate a quarter, if you donate now quarter 25 cents. It's a quarter in the States, right?
Yeah, that's 25.
Yeah. So $1, $5, $10. So what I'm going to do for everyone, even if you donate, there's going to be a page of donations that what people are going to be able to do is, if you donate, you're going to send us your link. You're going to send us your logo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a separate page for donations. So everybody that's donated, your logo is going to go there and your link. So if people visit the site and look at donations and see all those donations, as soon as they click that link, that's either going to go to your website, it's going to go to your Facebook page, whatever page you want it to go to, it's going to go to. So anybody that donates is going to be represented as well. They're going to be shared out as well, because they donate, and they should be, So it will be up in the header once we start getting those. If anybody wants to donate $1, $2, whatever, and then your name will go on a page, and everybody can look at the donations. And let's be honest, if you're a company and you donate $10, whatever it is, your name's going to go up on there, and the link's going to be there. People can click on that link, and it will go directly to your website.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of networking for everyone that's involved in the global ghost hunt. And we think it's important. We think the companies are important. The companies that sponsor, it's going to be important. Now, I haven't decided if it's going to be a logo or just the name, and then the link underneath the name. I haven't decided on that yet, but that will eventually happen down the road. So these are all they were all very, very important things to me that I wanted to do, because I think sites today have to be a lot more interactive, and I think anybody that's involved or somehow has contributed, they should also be represented as well. I think it's important. I don't think there's enough companies out there that do that, and I wanted this company to do that. And yeah, so you're going to be well represented. So basically, this is the site. There's going to be a lot more things coming on down the road. Obviously, Jordan is the IT team leader and is taking care of the site. So he's going to be doing everything with us. And the great thing is, next year, when we do our first event, Jordan will be joining me on the investigation. And I believe I already know where we're going, and it's probably one of the most haunted places in the States, and we're gonna scare the bejeebies out of him on his first location.
Feel free to message me the location and dates.
Yeah, so
I'll clear my schedule.
I think you already know.
Is it the Saint one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Already planning.
Yeah, so for his very first investigation, maybe I'll take him out a week before or something like that, just to get him warmed up. Because that's a pretty haunted place to take somebody for the very first time.
You know, how about this? Jordan, if you're listening, plug your ears. Take him to somewhere that has no activity and just say, this is how it always is. And then get him, yeah.
So really, this right here, that's it, guys. And you can, I'm going to hide it. And that is the website. And so it's live. It went live on Thursday. Obviously, we had a little bit of a glitch, but that glitch is gone. I think anything, like any new website's going up, is going to have somewhat of a glitch. You know, you can test and test and test so much. I know he tested a lot. And the great thing is, and something I didn't mention with the registration forms, whether it's haunted locations or whether it's your team, that registration form automatically goes to the team leaders, whether it's locations, investigations, or volunteers. And as Matt said, I think on Thursday, this is new to all of us people. You know, so we are learning. Well, I don't want to say we're learning as we go. I think we all know what we need to do.
There is going to be a learning curve.
There is going to be a learning curve. So, you know, if you register as a volunteer, you will be notified in a timely manner. Now, the reason I say that is because our team leader, PETA, lives in a different time zone, in a completely different time zone. She's 12 hours ahead. She's in the future, they say. So then she's got to come back to the past to get the registration form.
You know what? We should mess with her and say, you know, if you're 12 hours ahead, you should already know this by now.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so she's the one that's taking care of the volunteers. I know there's been quite a few volunteers that have already signed up. You will be contacted. Don't worry, you'll be contacted. And I know you want to join, and that's why you signed up. And obviously, and but you will be notified. I know we had a sign up right when I think we had a sign up on Friday, and I know her, and she's going to be working. She's going to be volunteering with Christina and Angelina in the marketing and the sponsorships and stuff like that. So she will. I think that will be a great area for her, and she's really excited. She really wants to participate, and she knows me. I've known her for quite a while, and I think she's a good person, and I think she's going to do extremely well. I won't say what the name is.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
People will find out eventually anyway, so.
Well, here, if anybody is interested, Raymond and I are actually, and of course Andrew, we're doing locations, so we're gonna have a party.
Yeah, we need to. We're gonna add some people to locations. So if you want to volunteer for the locations, that's definitely what you want to do. So we'll get you over to the location spot and get you started. So,
Yeah, everyone, and I said this on my show. Everyone in the admin team is a rock star.
yeah.
I mean, they're great people, and it's always a lot of fun. I mean, I think our chats are going off even right now.
You know what's funny? And I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm gonna say it now.
Uh-oh.
I want people to understand something. If you're coming over to the Global Ghost Hunt, be prepared. There's no drama. Absolutely no drama. Everybody's on the same page. They all have the same goal. They don't want to fight amongst each other like another event does. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. And because I've had quite a few people contact me and say they don't want to be part of it because they're tired of the drama. There is. I'm not going to lie. And you're not going to get that with the Global Ghost Hunt. Everybody's on the same path. Everybody, right down from me to right down to PETA. And I know PETA doesn't like it when I name her last, but everybody's on the same page. The administrators, the directors, the coordinators, the team locations, the marketing, the multimedia. We're somewhere down under, upside down, something like that. So you are not going to get that crap over at the Global Ghost Hunt. Right from the beginning, I said to everybody, I don't want any of that stuff going on. And we will let people know, and that if it happens, you know what's going to happen. I don't have to say it, but we don't want any of that crap going on, and we know what's going on. And I know you don't like that, Matt. That's why I'm not saying any names. So
the bottom line is this: is we all talk. That was something during one of our meetings. We all agreed that communication, honesty, and truth are going to be the ways that this is going to succeed, and we all agree with that. So we all are in constant communication. Like I stated a little bit earlier, our chat's going off even right now, and it's just random stuff, but we still talk. And and drama, egos, leave it at the door. We don't care. We don't have time for it.
No.
And it's not about the drama. It's not about you. It's not about this individual. It's about everybody. And there's no room in this field or in this event for it. And it's not going to be tolerated because then you get a nice little chat.
But, I said right from the beginning to everybody, we can put all this together. We can do it, and we can succeed, and we can do all those wonderful things. But if we have any of that crap that goes on, we don't want it. Everybody that's on the administration team, I trust, I believe in. They're all on the same page with me. That we're all on the same page. That we don't want any of that crap. We're tired of it. We're tired of that stuff going on. We want the Global Ghost Hunt to be well represented by everyone. And just know that if you're coming over here, whether you're a volunteer, whether you're a team or your location, you're not going to have to worry about that crap. It's not going to happen. And guess what? We're going to stand by our promises as well. Because I know there's some other things that don't keep their promises. We're not like that. We're keeping our promises. We tell you what we're going to be doing, we're going to do it. Now, let's be honest. If you ask for something, it's not going to happen the next day.
No.
It's going to take a little bit of time. We got a crap load of other teams and locations. So But I wasn't going to talk about that today, but I think it's important to talk about because I'm getting tired of hearing it. And I've heard it a lot over the last month or so. And I feel bad for them. I do. And I know a lot of people have left, and I'm sorry about that. But people are just tired of it, and I want nothing but the best for them. I really do. And there's good people over there. There really is good people over there, but we're not going to put up with it. We're tired of it, and we want this event to run off smoothly. And people are going to say, "Oh my God," when it's over, saying, "Oh my God, these guys put on a great event, and we didn't have to worry about anything. We were fully supported." And you're going to walk away going, "You know what? You have to be part of the Global Ghost Hunt," and that is going to be our mission for however long this is going to be on. 15 years, 20 years. Our mission is never going to change when it comes to the fully support and staying away from all that crap.
Yep. Our focus is on each team, each volunteer, everybody on board, everyone who has their hands in it somewhere. The locations, maintaining the locations, preserving the locations, but more importantly, having fun.
Yeah.
Just because we're having fun doesn't mean we can't be serious. We can be serious and we can have a great time. It's proven.
And like when people come over, I want them to have fun. Yeah. I want everybody to have fun. I don't want people to stress. Why should you be stressing? This should be a good thing. It should be fun. And I know, some other events they stress and they're worried and they're being told something, it's not happening. That I don't want that. I spoke to everybody at the very beginning about this, that this is what my vision was. Other than the Global Ghost Hunt, the behind the scenes vision and the team's vision and the locations vision and the volunteers vision, everything was up here. And I let everybody know what my thoughts were right at the beginning about, the fighting, the drama, the people trying to compete with other people and people, keeping locations a secret and, everything that we always see every single day on social media.
While still promoting para-unity.
While still promoting para-unity or para-fam. So this was my real goal. I'm looking at this as longevity, for this to go on for years and eventually get to a point where there's an unbelievable amount of teams that have signed up that want to be a part of something that they believe in and we believe in, and that's working together, going to these beautiful haunted locations and doing what we love to do, and that's paranormal investigations or paranormal research or however you want to say it. We all have the same goal, so we want you to come here realizing that you don't have to worry about that, and let the fighting stop and leave that stuff at the door. And this isn't about who's going to be the best paranormal investigation team at the Global Ghost Hunt. That's not what it's about. It's about everybody working together, doing what we love, showing our evidence, showing our locations, showing our teams, and all of that stuff. So those are my words when it comes to that.
It's a celebration is what it comes down to. We're here to celebrate the teams, the locations, and you don't have to have 1 million followers. You don't have to have a bunch. You can have one follower. Guess what? You're on board. If you want to sign up, sign up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We have some people on the administration team that have a very large following on YouTube. But my theory was to them, even though they did have a large following, which was great for them, they worked hard to get it, and I'm happy for them. But maybe there's people out in the world that haven't seen them, don't know they exist. So this is about the administration team as well, about building, about being recognized for what they do. It's about everyone. And that's what I was talking about with the website. Everybody that's involved with the Global Ghost Hunt is going to be well represented by the Global Ghost Hunt.
Absolutely.
And that's what I wanted. And people could say whatever they want, because I've heard a few things here and there that people think I'm doing it for clout. I'm doing it for... No, I'm not. I never have. It's never about the clout. It's about what I love as a paranormal investigator. And that's showing people what I find when it comes to evidence. And people out there can say whatever they want to say. And that's fine. You're going to have your opinions. Mm-hmm. But if the people that know me the best, like Matt, like Raymond, like everybody on the administration team, they all know who I am as a person. And I think out of anybody in the administration, I think Matt knows me the best. And he knows what my goal is. He knows what I want to do for teams all the time. Take a look at, for a minute here, take a look at Parapost Network Central, okay? Every time a video goes up, what do?
Watch it. You're there.
I watch it and I share it. Mm-hmm. I share it to other pages because I'm trying to support you guys. I'm trying to build you guys. It's not about Parapost Network Central. It's about the teams that are doing the podcast on the page. It's about getting them to build. It's always been about that. I've always been the type of person, ever since I was a child, helping somebody else. Helping somebody else and not me. But, there's some people that have opinions out there, and I'm not going to name them. And Matt knows a few of them. And it's, for me, look who it is. Oh my God, I haven't seen this guy in a long time.
Got a reunion going on. You got Mo, now you have Alan.
So, I've always been the type of person that helps other people. And that's what I'm doing with Parapost Network, the app. That's what I'm doing with Parapost Network Central page. That's what I'm doing with Huntaphobia page. People are able to share their stuff on the Huntaphobia page. That's why I made it public. Mm-hmm. That's why I do what I do when it comes to the Global Ghost Hunt, because there are so many amazing teams out there, and I always say this, there's so many amazing teams out there that are just not getting recognized for what they do. And that's what this is going to be about. And that's what it's always been about. And I'm going to say it again for the third time. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, because the people, the administration team, and my close friends know who I am as a person.
Yeah, and here's a little validation, because we love validation here in the paranormal. For those of you who have seen my show, go back a couple of Saturdays. There was one video in particular that everyone seemed to really love. It says, I have something to say, or something along those lines. Watch that video. If Brian was any part of that little issue, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
Not to mention we did. Not to mention your little birthday video.
Yeah, that was awesome. And you guys got me crying, and I hate that. No, just kidding.
I'll be crying on Tuesday, because I know she's at work, so she's not watching this. I made one for Mackenzie. Her birthday's on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to get hurt.
Are you?
I was almost crying.
Yeah, that's awesome. I look forward to see that. And there was something out there recently, and I don't want to end the show on a bad note and stuff like this, but there was something out there recently that I found out that I was not happy about. And I don't know if I spoke to Matt about it, but there was something out there about me, how do I say this? Disliking women.
Well, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
That's new.
And that was very, very hurtful to me. Very, very hurtful that was going around. And I'm not going to say who it was by name, but I'm going to say other event. How about that? And I was very, very hurt by that. And if people know me, and if people have been following me or watching any of my things, I did a show back in January called Women Investigate Too.
Mm-hmm.
And I support women in this field. I always have, and I always will. And I support women just in general. And I was absolutely disgusted when I heard that. I was angry because that's definitely not me. And the person who said it, shame on you. Shame on you. And I hope she sees this. I hope the person that I told sees this and shares this video, because I support everyone. I do my best of supporting everyone. And if I can't watch all the videos, I can't. I'm busy, but I'll get to them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that show because of my passion for the industry, and I really felt women sometimes don't get a fair shake in this field, and that's why I did that show.
And I'll even add to that one, because I have seen you motivated with a lot, Parapost, Global Ghost, but I haven't seen you as motivated as you were with Women Investigate Too. You and I were on the phone literally almost every day setting that up. So whoever says that, I'll just put there may be a part 2, because
there is going to be a part 2.
Oh, I meant to mine.
No,
I went for mine because that's here's the thing. I've heard so much recently about kids being attacked, families being attacked verbally and mentally abused. It's guys, if you're really doing that, I'm going to say this, and I know this is your show and I do apologize, but excuse the French. No. Get the fuck out of my field. Get out. If that's what you're here to do, get out. Nobody cares. Get over it.
Yeah,
because
that happened. That happened. I haven't said anything. I haven't said a word. I have spoken to somebody about it, and he was upset. He was pissed off. He said if anybody said that about me, I'd be pissed off too. And I brought it to this person's attention because he works with that person. And if nobody believes me, I can easily put up the audio recording of it. But I'm not going to. And, I wasn't going to talk about this today because this is all positive stuff about the global ghost hunt. But my point to all that is the fact that I support everyone the best I can. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want to do with the global ghost hunt. And if somebody wants to hear the recording, I'm more than happy to send it to them. Because it was absolutely disgusting that this person said that. And I still have the recording, and I'll keep the recording because to be perfectly honest, I could have taken it a step further, and I could have taken it a step further, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And but anyways, going back to if unless you want to say something about it.
No, there's, but I pretty much said my piece because, like I said, let me just say this, guys. If you hear somebody talking crap about anybody, always ask them this first. Have you spoke to them about it? And if the answer is no, hang up or stop talking to them. Say, go talk to them. Be an adult. That'll end a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way, but this was a voice recording. So the proof is actually in the voice recording. Yeah. That was sent to somebody else.
So, if somebody's going like that, honestly, look in the mirror first. You better be damn perfect.
Yeah. So my whole point to all of that was that at Global Ghost Hunt, you're not going to get any of that crap.
Nope.
You're not. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm trying to grow Parapost Network app so people can go over to that app and not have to worry about that crap.
Here's an idea. I can spin that. I can spin that for a positive. Just like with right now, how I'm actually upset. That's actually upsetting me. But this just shows, guys, how dedicated that we really are.
Yeah.
that we are really dedicated to these teams, these locations, and to each other. We're a family. We are very close knit. We are in constant communication, but more importantly, we support each other.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
good
And
luck.
I know somebody said that down there. I don't know who you are, but um, uh, I I'd love to play. Honestly, I would play it. I really, really would play it, and but I don't want to worry about legal stuff, and I just don't want to. I just don't want it to carry on to something bigger. It was dealt with. I'm hoping that it was dealt with, but the person knows that I know. The person knows that I've heard it. So, and I'm sure that person didn't want me to hear it, but yeah.
Shouldn't have said
So, anyways, and that's why I'm saying you're not gonna, like I said a few seconds, you're not gonna get that crap over here, and you're gonna be treated as equal. You're gonna be treated like everybody else is gonna be treated, the exact same, and that's fairly, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Respected, yeah. Treated as an equal.
Fair,
fair, all those wonderful things. So the only way you're going to find that out is if you sign up as a volunteer or sign up your team or your location. And we're definitely looking forward to seeing what happens over the next several months. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be hard work. And I like what you said earlier, Matt, and I want people to remember this. It is all about the fun.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun doing this,
why do it?
Then why do it? No. It's been a lot of work, and this website was a lot. It was a lot, but during all those forms and all those words that I was creating, I'm still having fun. I'm still having fun doing it. But anyways, we have gone, wow, I didn't even realize the time.
Yeah. just like I don't pay attention to the time. Unless I have something I have to do. But no, and you know what? It's funny. You and your famous phrase to me, if I only knew back then. Every time you say that to me, though, I can hear or see the smile on your face.
Yeah.
So it's obviously fun.
Yeah, it is fun. You know what? I will say, though, that Parapost Network app has been a real challenge. It's been a real challenge. And, the great thing is members are joining up every day now, which is really good. And I'm glad people are enjoying it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted people to come to a platform where they didn't have to worry about that crap, the drama, and because that's why I started it, because I was tired of seeing the fighting and the drama. And people getting ridiculed for putting up a video on YouTube. And you get all these trolls. And, I was just tired of seeing it. And that's why I started it. But, yeah, we love you too, Raymond.
Well, that's why I started P3.
Man, I can't tell you how much I've been attacked. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't know why. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I've been in the acting industry. Like I was in the actors industry when I was in my 20s, and then I left, and then I went back, and I thought the acting industry was terrible for the backstabbing, but the paranormal field surpasses that.
You know what's funny? When you and I met, you were asking me about all these people with millions and thousands of subscribers. I'm like, I don't know who they are. Like even TV shows, I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. That's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I don't.
Yeah.
And with the
I remember I remember when we first started talking about Women Investigate too, and how excited we were for doing it, and. We had amazing people like Satori Hawes. We had Jen Jacobs. We had, Christina and Angelina from Bad to the Bone. And, we had a bunch of other people, PETA and Jen. And we just had amazing women on there. We had Natalie, and Patty Negri, who's the most positive person I've ever met in my life.
I had her on my show, and even afterwards when she had to leave, Lurker and Squeakers both said, and I thought you had a high energy. I went, oh no, I'm comatose compared to this woman, and I love her. She is amazing.
Yeah. It's just an amazing field. I love the people that love the field and respect the field. And everybody on the administration team respects the field. They love the field. They love what they do. And they just wanted to help. And and that's what it was about. And hopefully it will continue on for years and years, and eventually maybe somebody else down the road will take it over.
Don't look at me.
So no, I'm not.
I see the crap you go through.
No, it's all good.
And you said literally the magic word, and that's respect.
Yeah.
And that's why I do what I do. That's why I have my show. That's why I do I have the P3, and that's why I branched off to the new divisions now, because I enjoy it. I see everybody enjoying it. We're literally like Alan said, we are a family.
Yeah.
And that's amazing that we can all do that, and it can be done.
Yeah. So Matt, before we go, do you want to talk a little bit about Para Unity Day coming up in September?
The easiest event I've ever created. Half the work's already done. So so here in central Pennsylvania, we have what's called the Bloomsburg Fair. It shuts down literally 3 towns, and we're talking thousands of people come to millions of dollars for the community and everybody there. And everybody kept saying that they want more, conventions, get-togethers, meetups. So me being me said, screw it, let's do it. So September 26th, we were meeting at the Bloomsburg Fair, or just actually outside of it, but that's for carpooling reasons. It's expensive to park down there. But anyway, we're meeting up. We're going to have some fun. Nothing paranormal based other than wearing any merch you might have. I'm going to try to come up with some merch for the day. We'll see. But basically, we're just hanging out, having a great time, getting fat and sassy on fair food, and just showing the general community.
Cotton candy.
Damn right. Cheesesteaks. They have turkey legs that are like huge.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Deep fried.
Now let me ask you, do you guys ever have, I know they do it in Canada. Do you guys have rib fests?
We have some, not here locally, but there are some places that do have them. Yeah.
Okay. The rib fests are amazing.
You should, some of the food there. Oh my gosh. Number one, we deep fry almost everything. But there is so much that you can eat and see, and just have a great time. And what the goal for that day is not only just meeting everybody, but showing the community that the paranormal community is family friendly. We can be approachable. We aren't, this negative entity that, everyone portrays us as. And I want people to see us having a great time. And so it's a great opportunity. And the 27th, I thought, you know what? Everybody keeps telling me on the show that Gettysburg is on their bucket list. So the 27th, we will all be going down to Gettysburg to tour around, walk around, just tear the town up. Let's have some fun. And maybe
you know what? I was sorry. I lost. I went off there because I was thinking about ribs.
We have. I don't know if you have them up there, but we have deep fried Oreos down here. Oh,
I don't think so. No.
Oh, they are so addicting. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. And then the cheesesteaks,
oh god, dude. There's a store here. There's a store here. It's if anybody's from Canada in here right now, there's a store here called Dairy. You guys have Dairy Queens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love the ice cream cakes in Dairy Queen. They're so good.
I'll put it to you this way. Some of the fair food down here, if you have, we have something called a walking taco. They are so freaking good. You will want to make them. you will go into almost withdrawal with some of this food. I mean, this is probably one of the most positive and uplifting things, and more importantly, motivating. Yeah. This is and I mean, there's games, there's rides, there's shows, there's concerts, there's a bunch of different things that happen at this fair. And more importantly, we all get together and have some fun.
Yeah. And this is what I want this to be about. This event. I want people to have fun and enjoy themselves, and hopefully my long-term goal for them is to get noticed, to be seen, and to get people over to their YouTube watching their videos, to get people following them on their Facebook page or whatever platform they're on. Hopefully they're on Parapost. It's just about getting noticed, and I want everybody to have the same amount of airtime that everybody else will get as well. And so people, if we have like 50 videos that are having to be edited by the paranormal investigation teams, it doesn't matter. We want you to have that limelight as well for however long the video is going to be.
Maybe what we can do, if and I know there's going to be some people out there that say, well, I don't have time to volunteer, or I don't have a team, I don't investigate. Here's something you can do: share.
Yeah,
everybody can do that. If you feel like that you want to help out but you just don't have the time, click share it on your profile, share it somewhere. It doesn't have to be anything paranormal based, just share it, because that's going to draw more attention. Because it's basically, think about it, in sales we have a thing called the rule of 5. For every one person you tell, they tell 5. So if one person tells 5 people, those 5 people, now it grows to 30, 50. Next thing you know, and that's what it's about. It's
a legal pyramid.
Yes.
It still works scheme.
No,
it's a legal pyramid.
It still works for promotional stuff.
Yes,
but the point, it's all about sharing. That's why, like on my show, and I know on Through the Lens, this is why we tell you guys to share. It's not about us. It's about the guests. It's about the teams that are represented, the people. That's what it's about, and that's what the Global Ghost Hunt is about. And especially the locations, because I know, Brian and I feel the same way with this. These locations need to be preserved. They need to be represented very well. Yes, obviously the teams are very important to us. The volunteers are very important. The administration team is very important, but so are the locations. Because here's the thing, in 20, 30 years, they may not be there because they don't have anybody to have their back.
Yeah.
And it's sad. So some of these great locations might be.
And that's why I did the paragraph about historical locations, about preserving them, and about, so our kids or our grandkids that want to get into paranormal investigations can go out to those local spots.
Grandkids come out to investigate. Grandpa Matt.
Yeah. 2075 Lex.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, I was there. I was there. Grandpa Lex.
He's got it's going to be this, like, it's going to be a K2, but it's going to be like, it's going to look like a glass, and it's going to have like the lights inside the glass, and that's what the K2 is going to be. So, but again, everyone, it's just about people having fun, people getting noticed, recognized, and same thing with the administration team as well. And it's just an event that you're going to have a blast with, and hopefully you come back for more. You come back to the next one, and that's what we're striving for. And everybody's working hard. We're all ready to get going, and we got great people behind the scenes that are doing a lot of different things. So, but I think that's about it. I think that's our show today. We've gone on for an hour and 40 minutes. Actually, no, an hour and 30 minutes, because 10 minutes of music that I need to change. I think.
You complain about my 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to change that music. I'm probably going to get a copyright. Then I'm going to have to send in my license and stuff, my license ID and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. The music that I played at the beginning, before we came on, every time I play that, it sometimes gets copyright, sometimes doesn't. But then I send in my license ID, and then it's gone. They release it within 2 minutes. So
I'm keeping my mouth shut about.
yeah, I know. But I definitely want to thank everybody that came into the show today. And if you are watching this replay, if you can do us a solid, if you can share this out, and that would be great, because really this is about the Global Coast Hunt. And we went through the site today. If you're just stopping in now, I want to thank Mr. Matt Barron for being my co-host today. He did a wonderful job as always. And Emmy's right. You are seen way, way too much. But that's a good thing. I enjoy watching you.
Sadly, I agree, but I love it.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? You can
link. It's like temptation. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. If you and you know what? It's about you representing your P3 program. You know, did you give I don't think you gave the dates to the Para-Unity Day, did you?
I think I said them September 26th and 27th.
Okay.
But anybody can go onto Paranormal Consultant on Facebook. The event is in there. That's the original event.
Yeah. Well, I'll be seeing you guys on that day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be with Angelina and Christina and probably Patty.
And there's a good possibility you'll see me a little bit before that too.
Oh shit! Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll see what happens.
With Raymond?
Maybe.
You guys will eventually find out about that one, because that video will definitely be the video for the first place and the second place, Gettysburg, and the other place will definitely be going up on Paraflix. And what I'm going to do for everyone is people that are in the video, they're going to get shout outs in the video as well. And you know, you guys are going to be seen globally through Paraflix. So it's always about everybody else, you know what I mean? And that's what I love. But anyways, guys, I'm going to close down the show by saying, again, thank you for everybody that stopped by to watch our show. And again, if you could share it out. This is Matt Barron. My name is Bryan-jon Laverty. Thank you for doing the show. I really appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. Anytime.
Okay. So we'll definitely see you next week, hopefully with Lex. And if not, we'll bring Matt back.
Yeah, why not?
This time I'll have a guest, though. You are my guest. You're my guest and co-host.
There you go. Fair enough.
Okay, everybody. Have a great rest of the day wherever you are, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.